There's a version of you that never takes a day off, who never misses a workout, never squanders a moment. That version doesn't procrastinate, doesn't waste precious hours. He's out there waiting for you. Truly ask yourself, seriously, right now, if over the last couple of years you had been that person, if you had never skipped a session, never let time slip through your fingers, never aimlessly browsed TikTok or sat idly staring at meaningless content, never indulged in hours of video games or fruitless distractions, what kind of person would you be at this very moment? Visualize that individual. Picture how you'd appear, where you would be living, the kind of car you'd own. Picture the unwavering respect your partner would hold for you, the admiration in her eyes when she looks up to you like a king. Visualize what that life feels like. That elevated version of you already exists in a different form, and the only wall between you and him is your overwhelming laziness. That life is available. The universe rewards effort. It will provide anything you work relentlessly for. I've never encountered someone who committed themselves completely and didn't achieve what they pursued. The only ones who stay empty-handed are those who never genuinely try. I've never known a person who woke up daily with an intense obsession to, say, master the Rubik's Cube and didn't figure it out eventually. You are not unintelligent. You are not unskilled. You are simply lazy and too proud to admit it. Understand this clearly. That advanced version of yourself is already possible, and in one of the infinite parallel timelines, he already exists. That version of you is disciplined, focused, and far greater than you can currently comprehend. You can become him. You can evolve into that powerhouse. That's the exact path I took. I had clarity on who I needed to become before I even became him. My brother and I didn't grow up in a privileged household. We didn't have advantages laid before us, but I understood that I needed to be powerful, capable, and unimaginably successful. That was my future identity, and I worked toward it with full force. Discipline is at the heart of all meaningful success. If you can't push yourself to do what's unpleasant, how are you ever going to endure the hardship necessary to achieve something extraordinary? If you can't push yourself to go to the gym when your body says no, if you can't make yourself grind when every part of you wants to rest, if you can't resist clicking on nonsense or avoid junk food, then how will you ever transform into someone exceptional? If you lack the ability to ignore short-term feelings in favor of long-term necessity, you will never build something remarkable. The only people allowed to act purely on feelings are kids and women. Children cry when they feel like it. Women may argue because they're emotionally driven. But as a man, your mission doesn't care how you feel. You do what must be done regardless of your emotions. That's what masculinity requires. That's what success demands. If you lack the capacity to be consistent and committed, you will be steamrolled by those who do possess that drive. If you only show up to train when you're in the mood, you'll never match the strength of those who train even when they dread it. That's reality. That's why I train every day. Some have told me you're overtraining, and I laugh. First off, I don't subscribe to your ideas of rest. I'm not you, I'm not soft, and I'm not broke like you, standing around a gym teaching hourly fitness classes. I don't need your advice. Second, I don't train to get bigger. I train daily because it's hard. I train because I don't want to. I wake up tired, overloaded, not in the mood, but I train anyway, 7 days a week, all year round. That's how I prove to myself that I'm the kind of man who does what's necessary, not just what's convenient. This has become more of a psychological test than a physical one. And if I can master doing what I hate consistently, and you can't, you will never outcompete me. Discipline is non-negotiable. You need to become comfortable with discomfort. On your journey to greatness, you will spend long stretches doing things you hate, feeling burned out, exhausted, and pushed to your limit. That's the very nature of the climb. And that's exactly why most people never reach the summit. If greatness were easy, everyone would achieve it, and then it wouldn't be worth anything. Out of every 100 people who start the journey, 99 will give up. The one who endures claims the treasure. If all 100 could reach the end, the reward would be worthless because it would be common. The struggle is what gives the reward its value. You want it precisely because it's hard. If it weren't difficult, you wouldn't desire it. No one respects ease. This journey is supposed to test you. It's supposed to hurt. You're meant to grind through suffering and still smile. That's how you earn real results. Discipline is the cornerstone of every form of success, especially for men. Without it, you are finished before you start. You could hand most people a precise blueprint for success. You could gift them a luxury car with a full tank of fuel and point them directly to the destination, and they'd still fall short. Why? Because they'd complain that the drive is too long. They'd quit halfway. These are the kind of people you're competing against. Quitters. Even if they're shown every single step, guided all the way, they'll still stop. They don't have the grit to finish. I can give someone every possible advantage, show them the strategy, hold their hand, push them forward, inspire them daily. But if they are a quitter, none of it matters. No motivation, no amount of hand-holding, no encouragement will save them. They'll get a little uncomfortable, the sun will shine in their eyes, and they'll give up. Quitters are unfixable. No one can help them, not even me, not even divine intervention. If you are someone who quits, then no force in existence can save you from yourself. And if you lack the discipline to stick to something and see it through, then you're missing the foundational element of achievement across any measurable field. That means you'll stay stuck, left behind, a failure. You want to change that? Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, train hard, and never stop. You don't need to stress over a little vitamin C. The truth is, if you don't train and you don't smoke, you're still going to be weak. The solution is always the same. Relentless effort. From the moment life is handed to you, death becomes inevitable. What you do in that gap between the first breath and the last is entirely yours to command. You're fully aware that you might all end tomorrow, or you could go on for another 100 years. Either way, the time in between is yours to shape. Choosing to train is never the incorrect move. If you're locked up, you train. If you're walking free, you train. Whether you're wealthy or broke, you train. Whether you smoke or not drink or stay sober, it doesn't change the truth. Training is essential. There is no situation where applying hard work is the wrong approach. You should always put forth your maximum effort in every pursuit. I can puff 10 cigars a day and still outclass you, because the depth of my training is beyond anything you can wrap your head around. Pain is a critical component. It's not optional. Pain is one of the main ingredients of success. When someone tells me they're struggling or going through hardship, I say, good, because pain is necessary. Think of success like a chemical formula. If you need 5 specific elements and you're missing one, it doesn't matter if you have the other 4. The reaction fails. Pain is one of those essential components. Take Batman, for example. He's Batman because his parents were killed. Without that trauma, he'd never have transformed. That's the point. As a man, you're meant to suffer. You're meant to endure hardship. The worst possible fate for a man is a painless existence. Being born into wealth, having life served on a silver platter, never needing to sweat, never needing to struggle. That leads to misery. You'll end up lost, depressed, addicted, empty. You'll buy affection, but never earn love. You'll always feel lesser because you've never walked through fire. Only through adversity can you gain true confidence. Only when you've been through hell and made it out stronger can you feel real pride. Pain builds kings. Often those ahead of you aren't smarter, they've just endured more. They've suffered harder and longer. So when life hits you with setbacks, don't mope, don't wallow, don't curse your fate. Look in the mirror and say thank you. Thank God or the universe for delivering one of the core ingredients needed for greatness. You're being handed part of the formula. Pain is fuel. It's a vital ingredient for your transformation. The more pain you conquer, the stronger you become. Everything is a battle. Everything is war. Sitting in traffic and staying composed, war. Trying to escape the rat race of a soul-draining job, war. Keeping your partner fulfilled and your children inspired, war. Training harder than you did yesterday, that's war too. You can't dodge this. Every part of life as a man is conflict. Why? Because war is what happens when 2 or more forces fight for the same prize. You want that luxury car? So does every other man. You want that stunning woman? Guess what? Everyone else does too. Everything you desire, others desire as well. That makes life a never-ending battle. This is why discipline matters. This is why pain must be embraced. It's why you must become dangerous, efficient, precise, because life is warfare. The biggest error men make is assuming they can coast through life without engaging in conflict. They think they can achieve greatness without friction, but success demands struggle. Whether you're launching a business, managing a restaurant, running an online venture, it's all warfare. Training your body is warfare. Your daily life as a man is a battlefield. That's not pessimism, that's reality. You must open your eyes to this. Everything you're chasing is something others are chasing too. You're in direct competition with men who want the exact same outcomes. Your only edge is how prepared you are to suffer more than they are. Even in prison, it's war. Who can stay calm? Who can maintain composure when surrounded by chaos? Who can keep their mind intact when others unravel? That was a mental battlefield, and I emerged victorious. Life itself, for a man, is a constant struggle. There's no pause button. Pain fuels growth. While some cry that they don't feel joy, I find joy in the hardship. I don't seek comfort. I don't crave bliss. I crave evolution. I'm fulfilled by progress. I'm excited by the challenge. You want happiness? Fine. Go to parties, get drunk, take substances, chase a fleeting emotion. But me, I want greatness. Not temporary happiness, eternal legacy. And here's the twist. When you stop chasing happiness and instead pursue greatness, happiness follows. But if you chase happiness first, you get neither. That's the joke the universe plays on weak men. I've made peace with the grind. I've embraced it. Struggle is where I thrive. Let me ask you something honestly. Would you rather be a cheerful loser? Someone smiling every day but irrelevant? No one respects you, women ignore you, men walk past you like you're air? Or would you rather be a high-stress winner? Someone who's built something, someone who's feared, respected, admired, but who lives with pressure every day. Because let me tell you, every true winner you've ever seen lives under pressure. We don't walk around whistling in bliss. We carry weight. You realize you're happy anyway, but only because you earned it. You didn't chase happiness. You built greatness, and happiness came as a result. Forget this modern idea that says happiness is the end goal. It's not. It's the byproduct. The true purpose is to become strong, capable, and unmatched. That's the reason you were born. And I'll sit here like a wise old man doing my part to remind you of that truth. It's all about the lens through which you see the world. Rose-colored glasses or dark-tinted ones. You choose what glasses you put on. That perspective alters your entire experience. By reconstructing your thoughts, your beliefs, and the way you frame reality, you gain power. Mentality is the root of everything, and once you master that, everything else falls into place. That is the essence of mental warfare. That is mental dominance. Putin is stressed. Generals are stressed. Great kings, conquerors, when they received battle reports, even when it was good news, they were calculating, planning, worrying, adapting. Stress is part of the game. That's the trade-off. And I'll take that stress every time over the emptiness of an easy, forgotten life. You have to decide. Do you want to be a nameless, happy nobody, or one of the most impactful, most significant men on earth who deals with pressure every day? I chose to be brilliant. I chose greatness. And if that came at the cost of comfort, then so be it. You know what's beautiful about that decision? The world rewards you for it. If you focus on being exceptional and let go of happiness, you often end up gaining both. You rise, you evolve, you break through the ceiling, and guess what? Somewhere down the line, when you look back,